Okay, our first guest of today, she is the co-founder of Art of Salmó and Petmore, right? And established in since 2019, is Malaysia's first online store specializing in Norwegian fjord trout and salmon, right? And she has been in this industry for 10 years. Please put your hand together, guys. Join me. Welcome, Miss Phyllis. Hi, Miss Phyllis. Hello,
Hello.
Phyllis. Thank you so much for coming to Kind of Show. Please have a quick introduction of yourself before we bring into the next guest. Bring in the next guest.
I'm Phyllis. I'm from our salmon and Petmore. So we are specializing in selling trout and salmon, and just into my new venture. So it's about the pets food. Yeah.
Right. Wow. So it's more like focusing on salmon and Norwegian trout, is it? And now your
Yeah.
new business is Petmore is pet food. Okay, we get into this later. Guys,
Yeah.
okay, what about the next guest? Next guest, she is a co-founder of WISHFUL, co-founder and creative director, of WISHFUL Curated Gifting. And she is also a host, mom of two boys. And last but not least, most importantly, she's also a skincare and wellness enthusiast. Please, guys, put your hands together. Welcome, Miss CAREEN. Hi, CAREEN.
Yes, so hi everyone, I'm CAREEN, co-founder of Wishful Curated Gifting. So I started this business with my partner Priscilla 3 years ago. And when we first started, it was honestly a side hustle. We were both from the wedding industry. So we just wanted to start this business because we both love gifting. And we saw that, there is an opportunity in the gifting industry, particularly in full moon gift boxes. After you give birth, you want to celebrate 30 days, you send out full moon gift boxes to your friends and family. So
Right.
that was when I just gave birth to my second child, and that was when we had this idea to start together. And then from there, there was more demands for different types of gifts from our customers, and then subsequently corporate gifts as well. So now we've been in the business for 3 years, serving both retail customers for mid autumn gift. Like we just finished our mid-autumn collection, our gift collection launch, and also upcoming one will be Deepavali and Christmas. So basically, we do all kinds of gifting, including corporate gifting as well.
Wow, awesome. So that's how the brand was founded, the story behind the brand.
Yes, that's how it's. I would say it is really accidental. Like we really just wanted to start it as a side business, and then we
Mm.
never knew that it would grow into something this size. So today we have about 14 to 15 staff in our team as well.
Wow.
So that is really not something that we imagined when we first started. So I can imagine, 10 years is really a very long journey through many ups and downs as well. So definitely we have a lot to learn from you, Louis.
Ah,
It's very different now.
Yeah. So
so
it's quite
that's
surprised that we can bring like a traditional way to online as well.
Yeah.
I must say he would be so proud of you, right? To bring the transform into another dimension and make it successful,
Uh,
right?
yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's how it all started from your side. Amazing. I believe everyone, when we start something, especially in business, there's always a story. There's always
Mhm.
something always a reason that that kick you started in this. To me, I'm also a quick run through. Let me just quick share on how I started my brand as well. A quick story of my brand is I created this brand 10 years ago, right? For when I make my first bar of soap, handmade soap for my daughter, right? My first bar of mother's milk soap when I was a nursing mom. I was breastfeeding, so I was using my own breast milk to make my first bar of soap for my daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was when I found the love and passion in terms of handmade and natural products, handcrafting all the natural things. That's my passion was found suddenly. Then when and the develop I put the passion in developing the business and get it founded. And when the inspiration comes from my daughter, so I named the brand after my daughter's name. So that was
Wow. So your daughter is Claire.
yes. So
Ah.
brand was born when she was 1 year old. So she's now, the brand was 10 and she's 11. So it's like growing and growing as the brand is our baby ourselves, right? When we grow a brand, that's our own baby also, right? Yeah. Our another questions about starting our business is about passion versus trending. What is trending? Like we see, like for example, pandemic, what is the most trending is e-commerce, and of course, and something is like do we want to do something just trending, or we want to do something we like the most? What do you think, ladies?
I think for myself, if we want to look at trend only, then it may be a very short-lived business. Yeah, because trends come and go. So it depends on what kind of entrepreneur you want to be. I know there are some of my friends, they are what they call themselves a serial entrepreneur. So they will start business, and then they just keep starting new businesses. And then when the trend dies, and then they move on to the next trend. So I guess some people, they like the thrill of starting something because they are full of ideas, and they like the process of building a new brand, and starting a new business and then selling it. But personally, for me, I would say I'm not into that because when I want to start a business, I want it to be a sustainable one, something that can be lasting through generations, something that can be more than just a trending thing. Yeah, something that can live up to 10 years, 20 years. So I would say for something that to last this long, it has to be a passion.
Like Phyllis?
Yeah, I would choose passion as well, because if you don't have passion, you very hard to go through all the obstacles.
Especially when come into starting your business, as women, right? What do you think the challenges or the struggles that we have for us to start our business or to even build our business? Like in the earlier days, we not just struggle juggling the family, we juggle our day job as well. We all mentioned that in the earlier time, right? That was one of the struggle where the one of the most difficult time for myself during the starting time. What about you, ladies?
Yeah.
What are the
So
challenges?
for myself, I would say because I started my businesses as a mom, actually. Even for my wedding business, I started it after my son turned 1 year old. So the second one was like after my son turned 1 month old, then I started a business. So I would say the challenge for me as a woman starting this business as a mom of two will definitely be time management and learning to prioritize what's important at that season. And honestly, everything will come at the same time sometimes, and it can get quite overwhelming. I'm sure you know, like at that time I was breastfeeding as well, and I was carrying my palm for meetings, storing my milk in the fridge in the office.
Yeah.
It's always on the go, and it can get quite overwhelming. But what I've learned is that life happens in seasons. So in this season, I am trying to get my business off the ground. So I will definitely need to prioritize my business. So when I do that, of course, I will need to sacrifice time on sleep, time on leisure, right? And I also need to prepare my support system. So I will tell my husband, prepare him and say like, hey, this is the growth stage of my business. So I will definitely be spending more time here and working harder at this point of time until my team is bigger and more independent. So he will also know, okay, this is not going to last forever. This is a season. So getting a partner to be understanding and supportive, I think really, really helps a lot. Like personally for me, if I don't have a supportive husband, if I don't have supportive family members to help with the kids, I don't think I can build the business as focused as I am today. So the challenge is managing everything, but the beautiful thing is that when you have your support system around you and when you rally them, when you activate your support system, then you can be at your best as a mom, as a wife, and as a business owner.
Yeah, for me, I don't have a family yet, so I'm quite free in this term, not like Kareem, maybe need to jaga the kids. Okay, so for women, I think the most the barrier that we have is we have like every month we have period, so that time is like very very tiring time for us. So I'm those kind of people that have very serious period pain. But I still have to go to work, and then I still have to carry some heavy stuff. So yeah, our workload is still same as the men. So you have to work double, twice harder than the men, I would say. And sometimes when we go to present to the investors or people also, they will think about, they will judge on women ability. So like whether you really can do these kind of big things, or like you just talk. So we have to show them how we gonna do this. Like we have to put in double work lah. Yeah, put in double work.
In terms of work-life balance, I would say more of the way you have time for yourself, right? Like we talk about time for family, time for business, and time for our team. But what about loving yourself? How do you juggle that? And how is your daily routine like? Like everyone wonder, wow, business owner must be very busy. What do they do all day?
I think that's a very good question.
Yeah, yeah, let's open up to show everyone, like as a business owner, how is your daily routine like?
So I think I can see a question here, right? How to find work-life balance as an entrepreneur. I think work-life balance, I don't know if it's a distant dream, or it's a reality, but definitely it's something that we are constantly working towards. So for me and my partner from the beginning, before we started our business, we asked each other, why do you want to start this business? So we both agreed and aligned with our answer that we want to eventually have more time for our children and more time for our family. But of course, in the early days, it requires sacrifice, a lot of time. Even right now, we are still considered in the early stages of the business, right? Growth stage, right? It requires a lot of time. But ultimately, what we want is to build something that is very independent and stable, that we can have the flexibility and the time to spend with our children. So, but throughout the whole 3 years, I would say it was not easy because I got really, really busy, and me and my partner, we are both we work at quite a fast pace, and we are both very driven individuals. So sometimes we will be talking about business until like midnight over the phone. And sometimes, I will be working until 3 to 4 a.m. because in the morning it's always like work, meetings in office or with the kids, right? After I put the kids to bed, that's when I get to think and plan and have time for myself. So that's when I work also. So that was how life was when I first started. And then, of course, weekend, so work through the weekends. We also discuss about work through the weekends. And after a while, we find that we are getting very tired. Even though it was just the first year of business, we are already feeling very tired, and it has put a strain. Yeah, it has put a strain on our health, on our mental health, and we felt like we were burning candle on both ends. So we felt like, oh, okay, this is not sustainable, and we don't get to spend time with our kids, we don't get to spend time with our husband, and then when we are tired and stressed, of course, we have very short temper. Then we get agitated easily, So it is not what I want, When I want to start this business, I wanted to spend more time with my family, and now I get angry at them, So we both decided to set some healthy boundaries. So we told ourselves, okay, after a certain hour, we won't talk about work. So I won't text my partner, I will text the next day. So after 7, after 8 o'clock, we try our best not to talk about work unless it's super urgent. And if we have nothing, weekend, we don't text each other at all. So our team chat is quiet on weekends, unless it's urgent. So we practice no working on the weekends, and in fact OT and everything, we try to discourage OT as well, because we want our team to have work-life balance, so that young people, you go out and mix with your friends lah, don't OT, right? Go and mix with friends, maybe find boyfriend, girlfriend, get married, right? So don't just stay in the office. So that is what we want to encourage our team to have as well.
Okay, when I first started this business, I work more than 16 hours per day. So as I was sleep, I was doing work. So until a certain point of time that I couldn't think anymore, I just repeating the same thing over and over again. That's when I start to focus on my mental health, and that's when the pandemic hit. Okay, so I will let myself to have a half day leave every week from work. So I'm not doing anything about work. I just go to do something that I like outdoor activity, go to do archery, anything, play golf, anything that I like. And I found that if we start your day, I start my day working out. So I work out and then I read a bit and then I have a coffee and only I start work. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. That's something that I failed to do. Like work out in the morning. Oh my god, I can.
And what is your okay? Maybe some last tips, final tips for our audience. Your advice for all the ladies out there who want to pursue their dream, and to you, or maybe what are the things that you think they should do, or how do they kickstart something, and what are your tips, ladies? Take it on.
So maybe I'll share first. Yeah. I really believe that women, we are stronger and we are better than we think.
You need to pursue your dream without hesitating. Okay, don't afraid of failure, because you rather try it now. Maybe it may fail, but at least you try it, so you won't regret when you get old, right? And don't always like wait for the perfect plan, then only you start. You always wait. So yeah, don't procrastinate. Just start it. Just do it.
Yes. Yeah.
I think, guys, it's almost 10 o'clock. We dragged this session for a longer time. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope you have a good evening. Enjoy your evening time with your family, right? Don't sleep so
Thank
late.
you. Thanks for having us. I'll sleep earlier. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.